Cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. Casting on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm
this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. Superhero.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Oh yeah, take you like a pill.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. That it feels right. Feels right. So right, so right, so right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart, yeah. I won't stop charging, we go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
been doing really, really well and getting on the score sheets. Then we have Marcus Rashford, Donny van der Beek, a very, very rare start for him, and he's going to be very, very eager to make an impression today in today's game. And we have Mason Greenwood as well in that front three, and up front we have Edison Cavani. So no Martial today, and no Bruno Fernandes as well. Bruno Fernandes not in the starting lineup, so a slight surprise then. He is on the bench, so potentially can be coming on. The bench is David De Gea, Alex Telles, Axel Tuzelnby, Bruno Fernandes, we have Fred, Daniel James, Juan Mata, Nemanja Matic and Anthony Martial. So over to the Liverpool team. In goal we have number 1, Alisson. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Reece Williams, centre-back partnership with Fabinho. And then we have Andrew Robertson at number 26, left back. In the middle of the park we have James Milner, Thiago Alcantara, and we have Georginio Wijnaldum. And then up front we have the famous two with Curtis Jones. We've got Mo Salah and we've got Roberto Fabinho. So no place for Sadio Mane today. He is going to be on the bench alongside Tsimikas. We've got Nathaniel Phillips, Nico Williams, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Xherdan Shaqiri, and we have Minamino and Divock Origi as well as Keller, the goalkeeper. So a full squad. Curtis Jones once again is up front with Firmino and Mo Salah. Curtis Jones has performed really well in the past few weeks as well. Capitalised off the fact that Diego Jota has been injured, so not in the team, the new signing from Wolves. But Curtis Jones really staking his claim and looking forward to getting going. So Liverpool have been eliminated from the FA Cup by Man United more than they have by any other opponent in the competition's history. So it's a real battle here. Obviously a fierce derby always when it is these two playing against each other. And so let's get going with this game. So here we go. So we've got the Man United team have kicked off, and it's already now a throw for Liverpool in the bottom left-hand corner. Cavani there already having a little bit of a tete-a-tete with Wijnaldum there. And here we go, back inside, and it's Curtis Jones just flicking it off there to Milner, all the way back to Reece Williams and Fabinho. Now in the edge of the own penalty area there, Reece Williams out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold marauding down the right hand side, and he switches the play all the way around, all the way to the other side to Andy Robertson. What a pairing they are, Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fantastic fullbacks. That switch that they do from Trent to Andy is definitely one of the passes of the Premier League now. All the clubs know about it, and that is a great ball now, and they've gone the other way around. That's flicked into the middle, and it's Wijnaldum who's going to pass it all out to Mo Salah now. Curtis Jones on the left, but Trent Alexander-Arnold picks it back in, and we've got an early chance here. Can it be Firmino with a shot? He's blocked off there, and he's span and he's turned, and it's now back with Man United, and they're on the attack. So good early start there for Liverpool. Good early chance down the right hand side there. Once again, Trent Alexander-Arnold just flicks it on there, and Harry Maguire is able to cover. Pass it back inside to Luke Shaw now on the bottom left-hand corner of the pitch. Just chipping it up forward there to Cavani to knock back, and now we have a throw into Manchester United. So a good start there for Liverpool. A nice attack down that right-hand side. Firmino just couldn't get his shot off, and it was blocked there in the penalty area by the Manchester United defence. So Luke Shaw with the throw down his left-hand side, and just passing it all the way back there to the centre-back of Manchester United, Lindelof, and back inside there to McTominay, and back to Lindelof once again. Coping with that first start, Manchester United now, and then trying to form an attack of their own, and it's a ball down that right-hand side, looking for Van der Beek, but it's just gone out of play, and it will be a Liverpool throw-in. So it was a terrible game, wasn't it? The 0-0 that we saw last week. So we're really hoping that it's not going to be the same today. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was called upon his side's heroics from the 1999 treble-winning side in the FA Cup this weekend. So he was talking about the fact he scored a winning goal in added time 22 years ago in 1999 when they do have that treble-winning side, and they beat Liverpool in the fourth round and then went ahead to win the treble. And here we go, Marcus Rashford on the left hand side. He's going to slip inside, he's going onto his left, he's skipped over, he's now just going to try and put it back. He's come back inside and all the way back to Paul Pogba on the edge of the penalty area. Paul Pogba then just passing it to the left hand side to Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw cutting inside and moving around now, moving the ball nicely, and it's flicked ball in there. It's a nice little flicked off the near post, and it's a corner kick to Manchester United. Donny van der Beek there with a nice little effort, and it was Reece Williams that defected off for a corner. already now attacking down that left hand side. The fullbacks are so important in both of these teams. Luke Shaw down the left hand side, and Andy Robertson down the left hand side for Liverpool, and of course Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. So really important that the defenders are up for this game, and Luke Shaw is going to be the one that's taking the corner. A little bit of a shimmy before he swipes it in with his left foot, and it's a chance there which was deflected there by Donny van der Beek, and it's gone all the way back to the Manchester United players now, and it's been hit out, and it's actually a throw-in to Liverpool there that was knocked out of play by James Milner or Thiago, and now it's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold who has the throw-in. Decent start, nice little sort of chances for both teams. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there looking on, quite contemplating the fact that his team have started reasonably well, top of the league at the moment of course, and they're really keen to carry on the way they've been doing in the last few games. Definitely the form team at the moment, which is crazy to think some of the home performances they had, including losing obviously 6-1 at home to Tottenham back in the early part of the season. Much better in form now, but they are missing their talisman. Bruno Fernandes is not in the starting lineup. He is on the bench, so it'll be interesting to see how creative they are without him. So here we go. We've just got the ball being passed about the back defenders now, and it's now come through to Greenwood. Greenwood there is onto the left hand side. Now we've got Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford now coming inside, cutting inside, showing a bit of pace, but it's blocked off there by James Milner, and Luke Shaw now can take the ball on the left hand side and pass it all the way back to Harry Maguire, who passes it back into the centre midfield and to Victor Lindelof, his centre parter. Back off again now on the right hand side, and it's a throw into Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka to take, and he's just flicking it back into play, and all the way back now to Harry Maguire, just in the edge of his own half, approaching the centre circle, and he passes it out to Marcus Rashford, who swings the ball round, trying to find Edinson Cavani, and actually Alisson has had to come so far out, he's actually had to head the ball out, and then it was cleared out for a throw-in to Manchester United. Good improvisation there by Alisson at the back, having to show a little bit of heading skills there by Alisson. That was great. Ball back with Manchester United now in the middle of their own half, and Harry Maguire's passing on to Luke Shaw. Nice little 1-2 with Marcus Rashford. Now Luke Shaw is into his own half, flicks it into Cavani. Cavani can see he's got space on the right there, and it was actually missed by Curtis Jones, and the ball has ended up in Mason Greenwood's feet. Flicked back to McTominay, and then back to Mason Greenwood as well. Mason Greenwood again hasn't had many opportunities recently, so nice for him to be back in the team. Slightly changed team today, obviously with no Fernandes in that team and no Martial as well. Paul Pogba now in the centre of the pitch, and he's passed it back to Harry Maguire, marauding forward, has passed it over to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now just laying it off to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford back inside to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, nice flick. Was he taken out? It looked like it was a foul, but the referee's way play on is with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and now we are out on the right hand side, back to Scott McTominay, who might whip a ball in. He does, and it's just cleared by the Liverpool defence by Reece Williams there, and then flicked out, and now we're off down the left hand side with Thiago. Thiago now, very simple pass to Thiago. He's flicked it inside to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones now back to Robertson, and Robertson all the way to the right hand side to Reece Williams, switching the play now and out all the way to this right hand side of the pitch to see Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold now inside to Mo Salah. Mo Salah struggling with form as well recently. Obviously they had their 1-0 defeat to Burnley, which was a huge shock in the week, so they're really looking to hit some form. They have another big game coming up, Liverpool against Tottenham Hotspur on Thursday, so really need to hit some form and get back to winning ways. Back to the centre circle now for Liverpool, and we are out to Trent Alexander-Arnold, running down now, approaching the edge of the area, flicking the ball in, and it's gone all the way to the other side, and well cleared up there by Mason Greenwood, who's into Wan-Bissaka, and Wan-Bissaka back to Mason Greenwood, and then back to Victor Lindelof, and it's out for a Manchester United goal kick. A decent start for both sides, I'd say, reasonably even, I think, showing a little bit more promise than the attacking threats that they did in that 0-0 draw at Anfield. So nice to see that there's already a bit of attacking intent here. There was a foul. I think it was a bit of a late challenge, I think by Milner on Harry Maguire, but the referee way play on, and obviously there was an advantage there with Manchester United as they had the ball there on the right hand side. So the ball now cross field all the way up to Marcus Rashford, and the ball has just gone straight out of play, so it'll be a throw into Liverpool. Marcus Rashford also hitting a bit of form, and Manchester United as well, just performing much better in this half of the season. They've had a very good away record, but now starting to do a little bit better at home. Had some recent victories against Aston Villa, and now looking to obviously have another victory here today, and then go ahead and face West Ham United in the next round of the FA Cup. As I said, Liverpool have been eliminated from the FA Cup by Manchester United more than they have any other opponent in the competition's history, which is 9 times, including final defeats. So the arch rivals are also their arch nemesis when it comes to the FA Cup competition. So an interesting stat for you there. And we have a throw in for Manchester United on the right hand side, the back right hand side of the pitch, and it's going to be Aaron Wan-Bissaka that will take the throw. Reece Williams there at the back, really young player for Liverpool, but he's been doing very well. They've obviously had lots of injuries this season, so it's a case of being able to really step up, which they have done. Now down the right hand side we have an attack for Manchester United. It's Mason Greenwood approaching the edge of the area. Is he going to flick it back, or is he going to go for a shot on goal? He goes for a shot on goal. He could have pulled it back to Cavani. Cavani is telling him so, exactly that. But it was a good run for Greenwood, to be fair. The angle was tight, but he still made sure that he got it on target. And now the ball is lofted upfield, trying to find Mo Salah, but it's picked off by the Manchester United defence. But Paul Pogba is now pickpocketed, and now we have all the way back to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum has passed it into Mo Salah. He has Trent Alexander-Arnold running behind him, who's now got the ball. Alexander-Arnold with the cross in, and it's all the way back to the back post. But it's past all of the Manchester United defenders and the Liverpool players. It's back now. The Liverpool player has got it. It's Curtis Jones flicking it back inside, and Thiago now to build for the back again. That was a great crossing opportunity there from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it was whipped in, and it just evaded all the players, the Manchester United defenders and the Liverpool attackers. And now it's back with Paul Pogba in the centre of the pitch. Again, he's looking like he almost might get pickpocketed by the Liverpool attackers, but he passes it back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and now they can move again on this right hand side. So it was a good chance at both ends then. Mason Greenwood had the chance for Manchester United on the break, and then they broke up the other end with Trent Alexander-Arnold on the break on the right hand side, who then went for a cross in. It was a cross across the 6-yard box, and it was a tough one for the defence to deal with. And now we have another opportunity. We've got Donny van der Beek on the right hand side. He's pulled it inside, he's pulled it back, and he's gone all the way back now to Mason Greenwood, who is inside to Scott McTominay. McTominay now looking to feed Cavani. Cavani with the flick off, and it's just gone off, and is now back in the arms of Georgie Wijnaldum. Georgie Wijnaldum now has just passed it off to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones gets a little bit lucky off Paul Pogba there, hit the back of his heel, and now he can turn and he can move forward, and then we can go down the right hand side with Andy Robertson. So left hand side with Andy Robertson once again. Inside now, swapping passes with Curtis Jones, and now Mo Salah is trying to make himself available for the ball, and the ball switched out there by James Milner to Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side of the pitch. Liverpool moving a lot better than they were the other day. It looks like they're just a little bit more bright than they were against Burnley. Really struggling to create against Burnley, but they seem like they were a bit more attacking intent today, which is nice to see. And so we have a ball tried to be cut inside there, but Paul Pogba has just moved in front of the referee to block that one out, and Scott McTominay has then cut it all out and is ready to move forward. So middle of the pitch now. Once again, it's been broken up, and Mo Salah now has the opportunity, but it's been brought back. That looked like it was a very close one. He looked like he could have got the ball there. That was a tough decision to make, I think. Thiago is not happy. Let's have a little look on the replay. It was... He did catch him there. Thiago's right leg went in between the legs of Scott McTominay there. Trent Alexander-Arnold trying to flick the ball in now and try and find Mo Salah, but it's blocked. Edison Cavani with a little overhead flick there, and now he's in on goal. It's rounded off Reece Williams, and Marcus Rashford is running the other way, and he's pulled it inside Cavani, and he's taken a little bit of time, and he's pulled it out to Mason Greenwood on the right hand side. Greenwood now cutting inside, a few step overs, and the shot is wide. Again, Mason Greenwood having 2 shots in these opening 13 minutes, but it's still goalless here at Old Trafford. Some decent chances at either end. It seems to be playing like the teams are playing on the counter-attack. both teams happy to soak up pressure, but then when they are able to attack, they're pushing forward with good numbers. And here with Mason Greenwood on the right hand side of the area, there's quite a few little step overs that he did to create space for the shot, but he wasn't able to get it on target. He did get this first one on target though, so he was breaking down the right hand side, cutting in on the angle of the area, and he just makes Alisson make a save with his right hand leg there. Cavani was saying that it could have been pulled back, but I think that was quite a difficult ball for him to do. So it was a decent attempt, early attempt there from Mason Greenwood. Down the right hand side now we can see that we are attacking with Trent Alexander-Arnold once again, their go-to guy, the one that always making sure. Right hand side now we have Luke Shaw. On the right hand side he's going to try and get away, and it's a nice little throw in. There we go, Luke Shaw is moving it forward there on the left hand side. Paul Pogba, mystified, what's going on, he's saying. And he's now ready to take the free kick as well. So Paul Pogba in the middle of the pitch, and Harry Maguire flicks it out there and back on the left hand side. Harry Maguire now coming inside, and Scott McTominay and just passing it back. And they're once again passing it back. It's very, very tight in that midfield area. There's lots of congested players, lots of people trying to get involved, lots of feet, lots of legs there involved, just trying to make sure that someone gets hold of the ball, but they're struggling at the moment to keep possession in that centre area. Now we have Paul Pogba on the centre of the pitch, just flicking it out to the right hand side, and we have Lindelof moving forward. Once again, Paul Pogba in this more deeper role, it seems, a bit more of a quarterback role, setting play up, but he has still managed to get on the score sheets recently, which is good to see. And now we have Mason Greenwood coming all the way back, and Marcus Rashford, flicking it back to Victor Lindelof, and Paul Pogba there moving it forward and all the way back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now a little bit of a break, and he's been blocked off there by Curtis Jones, and it's been all the way moved forward to Mo Salah. Mo Salah with a turn, nice little turn from Salah. Is he going to get a shot off? Curtis Jones then back to Reece Williams, and all the way back now to Thiago, who flicks it back to Wijnaldum. Georgie Wijnaldum there, making a nice strong move, and it was a nice little 1-2 there on the left hand side, and then move back in to Thiago into Reece Williams, and then back out to him, and then back out to Robertson on the left hand side. Well built up here. Thiago now passes it into James Milner, and he just got blocked off there. Is it challenge was just a little bit, pass was just a little bit too quick for him then, so Milner was unable to control it. What a servant James Milner has been for Liverpool over the years. A real versatile player, able to play anywhere on the pitch basically, apart from goalkeeping you would say, but he's played across the back four and of course in central midfield, and he started as a winger in his Leeds days as well, and obviously then to Aston Villa as well, so a great servant as well, Manchester City. So here we go, we have Cavani laying it all the way off across the centre circle, and it's come all the way to the back here to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has just fired it inside to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford now the ball at his feet, cutting inside, twisting and turning, and then it is cleared by Trent Alexander-Arnold for a Manchester United corner. Obviously a England partnership. I'm sure he's faced up to Marcus Rashford many a time in England training, so he knew a little bit maybe about where Marcus Rashford was going to go. Inside, outside step overs, and then eventually Trent Alexander-Arnold was managed to just hit the ball off and go for a Manchester United corner. They've done quite well with corner kicks so far, and let's see how we get on with this one. So Luke Shaw has whipped it all the way across, and it's now just been broken down, and it looked like it was a half chance for Paul Pogba. There's a bit of a miss kick, couldn't get a full connection on it, and then it bounced down and then into the arms of Alisson. Alisson then clearing the ball out to the left hand side of the pitch, and the left hand side of the pitch is now controlled by Liverpool, and he's moved it back inside to Thiago. Thiago now into Wijnaldum, and Wijnaldum is setting the play off from the centre circle. Now he's firing it into Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones trying to find Mo Salah, and he's through on goal. Mo Salah, and he scored! He has scored! What a ball there from Curtis Jones with his right foot, inch perfect into the path of Mo Salah. Mo Salah was through on goal, and a nice little dinked finish with his right foot into the net. It's Manchester United 0, Liverpool 1. It's a great finish from Mo Salah. Back in form. And a great pass from Curtis Jones. Really good. Nice little move there. So Ronaldo had the ball in the centre circle. It was a little pass which went inside to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones took it on the half turn and he saw the ball straight ahead. And then it was just a great little dinked finish there. As Firmino, I think, actually, with the dink finish. And it was a great finish there from Mo Salah with his right foot over the on-rushing Dean Henderson. Firmino with the pass there. Curtis Jones, my apologies, but what a finish there from Mo Salah. Not known for scoring on his right foot, but that is a fantastic finish. He was forced into the chip because of Dean Henderson coming out to him, but that is world-class finishing from Mohamed Salah. Absolute world-class finishing there. What a goal. Very good goal there, and a great start for Manchester United there. Great start for Liverpool there. What are we going to see from Manchester United, the form team? What we're going to see now is really set up beautifully well, isn't it? What a game we're going to have in store for us now. It's already better than the 0-0 that we had the other week at Anfield. It's already better, and it's just up to the Liverpool high press. Even though we are at Old Trafford, they are pressing so high, and you can see now on the edge of their area, and the ball is being forced all the way back to Dean Henderson in the Manchester United goal. Really high press from Liverpool here. They're showing a lot better intent than they did against Burnley the other day in the league. Manchester United being forced into a mistake there. Cavani just hitting the ball out of play. But that one was really good play by Liverpool. A nice little turn, and then what a finish by Mo Salah. You did fancy him when he was going through on goal, but I was surprised that he did go for it on his right foot. Normally it is a left foot attack when it is Mo Salah, but no, it was a right foot shot, which was great to see. So here we go, back with the Liverpool players now, flicked on to the right hand side, and then we have the ball gone all the way back to Reece Williams and back inside to Georgie Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum now out to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it's bounced all the way across to the back stick. Is it going to be released back to James Milner? He's fighting with Thiago there with the ball coming back, and then it's passed out all the way to, it looks like it's a throw from Manchester United. Good start there from Manchester United, but then it's just been quelled by Liverpool, and Liverpool have then got back in touch, and it's a great goal. It really is a great goal. Wonderful turn and wonderful ball for Firmino. I thought it was Curtis Jones at first, but that is a really good finish from Mo Salah. Through on goal, just dinked it over Henderson. Henderson did well to come and actually block the angle, to be fair. It was any other shot, as I said, would have been blocked, but that little cheeky dink, just absolutely gorgeous, floating over Dean Henderson and into the net, giving Liverpool a 1-0 lead at that arch nemesis. What a story this will be. As I said, Liverpool have been eliminated from the FA Cup by Manchester United more than they have at any other opponent in the club's history, in the competition's history. 9 times, including being runner-ups in finals as well. So this would be a real scalp for Liverpool to be able to beat Manchester United. And as I also said before, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was trying to rile up his troops earlier on by saying to relive the heroics of the 1999 treble-winning side in the FA Cup clash today. And this was obviously when Liverpool were beaten by Manchester United in 1999, and then in the 4th round, actually, so similar today, and they went on to win it, and they also went on to win the treble that year. Curtis Jones with the shooting opportunity, straight down the throat of Dean Henderson there. Not going to trouble the Manchester United keeper, that strike, but still Liverpool showing much better attack in the 10. Manchester United having some early chances through Mason Greenwood, but we've also had a nice crossing opportunity from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then obviously we had a lovely goal there from Mohamed Salah. Trent Alexander-Arnold back in the right hand side of the pitch for Liverpool now, and attacking down the left hand side with Robertson. Robertson once again exchanging passes with Curtis Jones, and now he's inside. Nice little dinky turn there, and he's fell to the floor. It was very theatric. That was very theatrical, you must admit. What has happened there? That was fun. That was a free kick to Liverpool now on the edge of the area, but it did look like he just went a little bit over the top there. Maybe it was hard to see if he would actually just went down off his own back. But what happened is Firmino cut inside. It's a nice little dink, and was there contact from Donny van der Beek? It looked like, actually. Hard to say if it was contact. Hard to say, but that is a good opportunity for a strike now from the left-hand edge of the Manchester United penalty area here. We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's stood over it with his right foot, able to whip it in, David Beckham style. How many free kicks have we seen from David Beckham in this famous stadium over the years? Trent Alexander-Arnold obviously trying to emulate him today with a right foot strike. And he's gone for goal, and it's gone straight over the bar. Not the best of efforts there from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Maybe a little bit too close, to be fair. He struggled to get it up and down. But still a good opportunity, and another shot on goal for Liverpool. They really are rocking up the stats now. That's a total of 4 shots this half. 2 of them have been on target, and 2 of them have been blocked. So Manchester United trying to get back into this game. It's just looking like it's a struggle for them at the moment. Are they missing the creativity and control of the game that normally Bruno Fernandes can give them? Are they missing Bruno Fernandes too much? You would say that on the previous games that we've seen, that he is the fulcrum, he is the one who creates. If it's not scoring goals himself, it is creating, and it looks like so far that they've not created that much. A couple of little half chances on the break, but they're still struggling to break down this Liverpool defence, who has one of the best defensive records in the league, so it's not a surprise that they're struggling to break them down. But Liverpool have been recently struggling to score, but not so much today. Already 1-0 up, courtesy of Mo Salah, from a fantastic through ball from Roberto Firmino. So on the left-hand side of the pitch now, it's passed back inside to Thiago. Thiago now tried to pass it across, and it's been passed back now to Harry Maguire, who clears the ball, but it's just gone back into Liverpool hands. So once again, James Milner flicks it onto, it looks like Firmino on the right-hand side there. Firmino's going to cut back inside, and he's just going to be eyed out of the ball there. Paul Pogba now gets his foot stuck in as well. Marcus Rashford can now break on his left-hand side, just approaching the halfway line, and he's go for that long ball again, and it has gone all the way to Cavani, and it's a great finish. It's a Mason Greenwood with the finish, and that was a really, really fantastic ball from Marcus Rashford. It looked like it might not have got there. It looked like it was almost going to be got by the Liverpool defenders, but it was just over the head, and what a finish by Greenwood. His 3rd shot of the match, and he finished it well. Alisson is not happy in the Liverpool goal, but that was a really, really good ball from Marcus Rashford. He almost stopped it on the halfway line. He could see Mason Greenwood's effort, and it was a great diagonal pass. So it actually came from a Liverpool attack. It was well broken up by Paul Pogba on the edge of the area, and the ball was then spread to Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side of the pitch here. He then held up a bit, and he waited to see Mason Greenwood's run. There was space, just flicked over the head of James Milner, and then a great finish by Greenwood. Very, very calm into the bottom corner of the net to make it Manchester United 1, Liverpool 1. He waited for the ball to drop. He was very calm, and he took it on the volley into the bottom left-hand corner. A very composed finish there from Mason Greenwood. Bounced off his chest, waited before the defender come down. It looked like Andy Robertson was trying to put him off there by shouting as he came to try and make a tackle. But well done Mason Greenwood there with that effort. That was solid. So we've had 2 great goals so far today. James Milner looking disappointed as the ball was just inches over his head. If it was Reece Williams, I think he would have got to that because he's slightly taller. But still now Liverpool on the attack already. And so it's 1-1, and we've got Mo Salah now on the edge of the Manchester United area trying to forge something. Already so much a better game than it was the 0-0 the other day. Great to see a real FA Cup cracker here. Now it's been passed forward to Dan Van der Beek, and it's just passed through, and it was Alisson who got the block in, and it was Van der Beek who had the shot in eventually, but it was just cleared, and then it didn't go through to Paul Pogba, who was in the centre. Van der Beek is rolling on the floor like he's had quite a lot of contact there, looking for the referee's attention, but now he's up and he's starting to walk. Another good break here by Manchester United down this left-hand side, which seems like where a lot of these attacks are coming from, with through Marcus Rashford. Donny van der Beek went through. It was through on goal. He sort of just got smothered by Alisson there, and then the ball went through, and it was able to be blocked off there by Fabinho. But a good attempt once again. It was a close one. It was a close one, but I think that was where the contact was made when Alisson came crashing out to block the shot of Donny van Beek. That was where we saw the contact made. So a good effort here for Manchester United to get back into the game, and they've done really well to score, and now they're looking like maybe the most likely. Back inside, back to the centre face. Oh, almost had a flick shot. Oh, that was Harry Maguire. Confident defending there. Scare almost. They are giving the ball back now. Once again, we've got a similar opportunity here. We've got Curtis Jones on left-hand side who's going to be passing it out to Robertson. Robertson now cutting inside himself. And he's going to be passing it over all the way back to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones passing it back to Robertson, maintaining possession on the left-hand side of the pitch there. And passing it all the way to Reece Williams. Reece Williams marauding forward, and on the his left foot he passes it out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool in their change, sort of sky bluey turquoise kit here today, attacking from left to right in this Old Trafford Stadium. And here we have on the right hand side of the Manchester United box, we've got the Dean Henderson taking control of the situation. James Milner there once again, still frustrated at the fact that ball just went over his head a little bit. He must have been so frustrated to see it just glance over there. As I said, if it would have been Reece Williams, it would have definitely been an easy header to make. But obviously James Milner, probably only about 5'8", 5'7", struggling to reach the ball that Marcus Rashford fired across, and Mason Greenwood easy to go in there and just mop up everything and then score a great finish. Okay, so we're back into the centre of the pitch now with Paul Pogba just flicking it out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United trying to come up with more attacks, but again Liverpool are pushing them back. Just came off the referee there a little bit, who stopped play, and he's asked for the ball to be back. He's going to just have we're going to have a drop ball, and now it's passed out to the left hand side with the Liverpool players. Liverpool players now pushing up once again, more high press from Liverpool, doing a really good job at pushing Manchester United back here. And we are now into the 30th minute of the game, and it's Manchester United 1, Liverpool 1. Mo Salah with the first goal on 18 minutes after a great play from Roberto Firmino, slipped through and a nice little chip over the onrushing Dean Henderson. And then only 8 minutes later we had a reply from Manchester United from Mason Greenwood after a lovely cross-field ball from Marcus Rashford. So already a fantastic game that we've had, and we are now waiting for more goals in this game. After the 0-0 of last week, we've already been treated to 2 in the first half hour. We knew it was going to be a better game today. We just knew it was going to happen, and it's proving that way. Here we have Reece Williams on the back of the Liverpool half now, on the right-hand side. And then we have Roberto Firmino getting just tackled there by Paul Pogba, and flicked again back to Paul Pogba again in the centre of the pitch, and left-footed ball through to, but now it's got tackled off from its back to Liverpool. Back with Fabinho, and it's now passed on to Georgie Wijnaldum in the centre circle of the pitch. Wijnaldum now marauding forward with the ball and doing a nice little dribble, and it's back with Trent Alexander-Arnold just in the first 10 metres of his own half. Back to Reece Williams, who now passes it out to Fabinho, who's passed it out to the left-hand side there to Andy Robertson. Robertson back inside to Fabinho, who passes it back inside to Reece Williams, who's still inside his own half. Reece Williams now passing out to Mo Salah, who flicks it over the top, trying to find the run of Firmino to repay the favour from the pass that he did earlier on in the game, and Victor Lindelof there just heads it out, and it's gone for a Liverpool throw-in. Liverpool's showing more attacking attempt once again at the moment. It's very, very even in terms of the attempts on goal. 5 shots on goal with 2 on target for each team, and 2 off target for Manchester United with 1 off target for Liverpool. So the shot count, they are level. The goal count, they are level. How can we separate these teams today? We know that it's going to go to penalties if they are level after extra time. So the match will be decided today. There will be a match result today, and we will find out exactly who that result is going to be very, very shortly. We have a Liverpool corner now, giving them another opportunity to get their forwards forward and have another chance at a goal. So it's Harry Maguire there, just got first to the ball and just kicked it out of play there. And we are back with James Milner now, flicking it back to James Milner and back to Thiago in the centre of the pitch. Centre of the pitch now is just chipped out to Mo Salah, and Mo Salah is now just taken over by Paul Pogba, who then fires it through to Marcus Rashford, once again in this left-hand position that he loves, running at Liverpool defence. He's trying to look for the through ball to Cavani, and he's been taken out by Thiago. Might be a booking there for Thiago. He's been asked to calm down by the referee. Marcus Rashford is rolling around on the floor, but I think he's going to be okay. Wasn't too cynical, just a missed time tackle to be honest, but it was a foul, and it's given Manchester United now the opportunity to attack. Through the legs of Thiago, Marcus Rashford went, but he was brought down. There was definitely a contact there from the ex-Bayern Munich man, and Marcus Rashford just gingerly getting up off the floor. He's okay, he's a strong lad, he's going to be fine, and he's marching off now into the penalty area, getting ready to get ready for his free kick, which is going to be whipped in with his left foot from halfway into his own half on the left hand side by the Manchester United left back Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw with this whipped ball in. Lots of Manchester United players waiting for the ball. Let's see who gets on the end of it. It was a good free kick actually, it was a good free kick, but it was the Liverpool defender who got in front of everyone. It was Reece Williams who got his head on it, and it was a very vital header. It was actually, to be fair, because it was looking like it was going to go maybe into the path of Donny van de Beek or Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay was ready to pounce actually if it had gone through there, but it was a great header out of play by Reece Williams. So Luke Shaw once again with the corner kick now on the left hand side. He's flicked it in, it's gone all the way to the back. Again, Paul Pogba with the opportunity from that corner kick. So they are getting some positive results from those corner kicks. Whipped in there by Luke Shaw, and it was Paul Pogba who had a reasonably free header. He just couldn't keep the header down. No one marking him in the middle of the pitch there. Jurgen Klopp would not be happy at that. There was loads of room for Paul Pogba there to just fire that header over. Not happy at all. Not happy at all there, Paul Pogba. Great cup tie so far. 35 minutes gone. Manchester United won. Liverpool won. Really, really good advert for the FA Cup, as all the 8 games have been this weekend actually. You've had some really, really good ties. Earlier on, we were looking at the Chelsea against Luton game, but Luton performed really, really well. At the end, it was 3-1 to Chelsea, but Luton showed really, really well for a championship side. I thought it was a great game. And here we have Manchester United making this a great game, attacking down the right-hand side. Aaron Wan-Bissaka passing it back inside to the centre circle, all the way back out to Harry Maguire. And Harry Maguire now passing it out to the left-hand side of the pitch to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford now into Luke Shaw. Has he got the chance to flick it back? He has, and it's gone out of play once again for a Manchester United corner. They are starting to get more pressure now in this second half. Down this left-hand side, this really does seem to be where they are coming up with all their attacks. Marcus Rashford is a real danger, and Luke Shaw, as the overlapping fullback, is getting loads and loads of the ball as well, and he's able to whip this ball in as well. So it's Luke Shaw with the corner kick here, and he's going to be trying to find out. It's Man United again. It's again a free header, and again this time McTominay was the one who got hold of it. McTominay with that header. That was a sterling effort there from McTominay. Just slightly over the bar from where he was standing. Just couldn't get over the top of it. But again, Manchester United having some success from these set pieces, so this is definitely something that will be worrying Jurgen Klopp, and something that will definitely be pleasing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer moving forward for the second half in mind. Possession wise, very, very close. Liverpool edging it slightly at 51% to 49%, but it's very, very, very close. And the other stats now, I mean, we've had a few more attempts from Manchester United from headers in the past couple of minutes, meaning they are now ahead on the attempt count, but it's still a very, very even game, and only the 2 on target from each team, and only the 1 goal from each team as well. So Manchester United now trying to sit back and soak up a bit of Liverpool attacking. They're allowing Liverpool to have the ball, and Reece Williams does have the ball on the edge of his own halfway line, and Mo Salah has now been robbed by Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is now running through on goal, and he's passed it through to Cavani. Cavani on the left-hand side of the area has passed it back through to Marcus Rashford, who's taken a touch, and he's saying get up. The referee's saying get up. Marcus Rashford went down too easily, and it's Wijnaldum's chance now to break, but the break is blocked by Paul Pogba, and the ball has gone out for a Liverpool throw-in. Right-hand side now of the pitch during the halfway line. So Marcus Rashford took a touch there. Thiago was sort of very innocently walking past, and I'm sure it wasn't innocent, but it looked like he didn't really actually mean to bring him down. Marcus Rashford did go down quite easily. The ball is now passed back out to the Liverpool defence, and it's with Fabinho, who passes it across to Reece Williams. Reece Williams to Thiago. Thiago now passing it out to the onrushing fullback of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold's now just chipped over the top, and it's back now with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's intercepted it. Very dangerous play there, and he's been intercepted there, and Curtis Jones has won the ball back, and he's flicked it in to the path of Roberto Firmino. Roberto Firmino has given it to James Milner. It's slipped through to Robertson. Robertson, can he flick it to the back post?